Alright, everybody, welcome back to Major Movies and TV, and today we're going to be talking about Gabriel Iglesias' new comedy special on Netflix, Stadium Fluffy. And honestly, I wasn't originally going to talk about this. I kind of just wanted to watch it on my own and then, just enjoy it for what it is. But honestly, I watched it and it was so good that I felt like I really wanted to talk about it and share it with people and say how good it was, because it was really great. It was a really good special and I'm really happy I watched it. Gabriel Iglesias has gained a lot of respect from me over the years, but especially with this special. He is one of the realest celebrities I have seen in a long time, and it is honestly like a breath of fresh air seeing him be a normal person, a respectful, normal individual that just wants to have fun and tell jokes. Okay? He is a very wholesome person, and he just gives off this energy of just being normal, being a family guy, a family comedian, someone you can just chill with and laugh with, and he just gives off this vibe of not being an asshole. And it's wonderful to watch, and it's great, because I was a little bit worried at first, because every comedian nowadays wants to go the political route. They want to go a divisive route one way or another, and they want to make jokes about people and not for people. Gabriel Iglesias makes jokes for people, not entirely about people. Now, granted, he does make jokes about certain circumstances and stuff that involve certain people that he's gone through. But when he talks about this, he goes, it's not my opinion. He's just telling a story about what happened. And he explains, he's like, I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm just going to tell you this story, and I think it's pretty funny. And all I do is tell stories. And honestly, that's all I want from a comedian nowadays. Just tell funny stories, say funny things. As much as I appreciate comedians like Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr, who kind of go in a political route sometimes, and I agree with a lot of the things they say, and I do find the jokes they make funny, there's just something different about Gabriel Iglesias and the way he goes about things. He's not attacking anyone. He's not saying anyone's wrong. He is going out there and he is making jokes and he is telling stories. So, yeah, if you're a Gabriel Iglesias fan and you have not watched this yet, go watch it immediately. It is hilarious. I laughed a lot watching this, and honestly, I'm happy for Gabriel Iglesias. Like, he deserves the fame he got. Like, he deserves to be in a stadium for this special. Like, he just does some funny and great things in this special for his fans. And it's great, and he is such a cool guy. I'm really happy for him. And this special just cemented that he is one of my favorite celebrities right now. Him, Ryan Reynolds, Bill Burr, guys like that are just normal people. I really respect Gabriel Iglesias after watching this. Now, I'm going to talk more about spoilers after this. That was my non-spoiler review. It's a great comedy special. It will make you laugh. He is, he's one of our top comedians right now. So that's non-spoilers. Go watch the special and then come back. I'm going to be talking about spoilers right now. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright. So, he starts out, and I'm happy he kind of got this out of the way. He talks about COVID. He talks about the effect that it had on him, the certain, his experience with it and what happened with him. And it was funny. Like, I'm not gonna explain every joke he did, but he would just bring up certain things, and he brought up, masks and the vaccines and stuff like that, but he didn't attack anyone. When it came to the vaccines story that he did, he's literally like, I don't care what you do with your body, you do you. I'm just telling this story about this protester who was out there protesting the vaccine who called me stupid. So, and it was a funny story, and it was just nice. It was just nice that even though he brought it up, he didn't go after anyone. He was just like, yo, I'm just here to tell jokes and be funny. And that's wonderful. I love that he did that. Let people decide their own fate and just tell stories. I don't go to a comedian for political advice 90% of the time. So yeah, and that was really great. And he also talked about cancel culture a lot in this special. This special was actually pretty much mainly about cancel culture. He talked about how people were trying to cancel Speedy Gonzalez, the Looney Tunes character, and he defended Speedy Gonzalez. He's like, no, this was our representation growing up. This is real to us. Like, we like Speedy Gonzalez, and we don't want you to cancel him, and he just brought up the fact, this was our representation. We love this character, and him speaking for Mexican people, and I'm like, thank you. You gotta wonder how many suburban white women were out there like, oh, Speedy Gonzalez is racist. It's like, yo, just take it from the Mexican man. It's not that big of a thing, my guy. Like, frickin' suburban white women, they'll take over everything and then make it about themselves. But you get what I'm saying. Like, he defended himself against cancel culture. He talked about how Kevin Hart couldn't go to the Oscars and chose not to do it, and how he auditioned for the Oscars and was told he couldn't do it because of his jokes. And he agreed with Kevin. He's like, I'm not gonna apologize for something I already apologized for 10 years ago. That's what Kevin Hart did, and he's like, yeah, no, that I respect that. And I'm like, yes, thank you. Like, this actually makes sense, and he's just kind of like being real about it. Like, he's talking about how he tagged a post by Chick-fil-A, and then he's like, oh, the LGBTQ people attacked me, and then he kind of made this point where he's like, they don't actually try to teach you anything, they just attack you and tell you you're wrong. And then he's like, well, when finally someone explained to me why Chick-fil-A, in their eyes, should be canceled, he's like, well, I don't care. Kinda. He's like, my cause is that I tag restaurants in my tweets in hopes of getting free food. He said that he tagged Chipotle in a tweet, and he got free Chipotle for a year. And he's like, that could feed my family for a whole year. Free Chipotle for a year. Like, I need to do what I need to do, and I'm gonna do it. And I'm not gonna apologize for it, but I still support, the LGBTQ people. And that was like the realest shit ever. He's looking out for himself and his family, and he's just doing what he needs to do. And that's all I wanted, Like, that's all I want is for celebrities to actually just be normal. Just be like, yo, I need this, I need this. I need these things. I need this free shit. I want it. And I respect it completely. It's great. And then he goes on and he tells family stories about his son Frankie and stuff like that. And they're funny, but they're real. Like, he tells a story about how on the first Halloween, he took Frankie to Walmart and told him he could, grab as much candy as he wanted in 30 seconds. And how the year after, when he did it again, he, wiped out the whole shelf in 30 seconds. It was funny. And, obviously watch the special to get the full effect of these jokes. But, the family comedy was so wholesome and so nice to hear. It's so nice to just hear funny stories about families and stuff. I don't want all this political garbage. I'm tired of it. It's so depressing and so pointless sometimes. And I just want comedy. I want comedy. Wholesome family comedy that's just funny. And that's what Gabriel Iglesias gave me, and it was so nice. He talks about his breakup with his wife or girlfriend, Frankie's mom. And now, this might just be my speculation, okay? Because he didn't say exactly why they broke up. He just said they broke up and that he wouldn't say anything bad about her. Well, during his jokes about around that same time where he said they broke up, he talked about how he found country music, okay? And he loved country music because it was actually hitting him where, because he was very upset about his breakup. And during it, he's singing this country song he heard, and then all of a sudden, it goes into a thing about a cheating whore. And I'm like, huh. He didn't say specifically that his girlfriend cheated on him, but that's what he brought up. And I was like, there's no country song that would ever say something like that, not on radio, not on country radio. So I'm like, huh. And then he brings up cheating again, but only from his perspective, saying oh, once you're in a relationship as a guy, girls will see your happiness and want to destroy it, and that's why they want you to cheat on your girl with them. And he brings it up, and he's funny because he's saying they're like sharks in the water and they smell your happiness, and then when they give it to you in the backseat, they're like, baby shark. It was just funny. So he brings cheating up twice while in the same realm of talking about relationships and his relationship. So I just hope I hope Fluffy didn't get cheated on. I that would suck. And I feel because he's like, yeah, we were together for 14 years and now I'm single in my 40s. I'm like, yo, dog, Fluffy. I feel so bad for the fluffer, the Fluffy. That was a joke in it. But yeah, no, that's just speculation. He didn't say it. But yeah, that's just another thing he was bringing up. And then he brought up the fact that, he went, this was one of the best things he did all through the special. Was this was originally supposed to be an hour-long special, and then it turned into 2 hours. And at the hour and 30-minute mark, he looked at the thing, and he's like, oh, I'm over my time. So he goes, due to contractual limitations, I have to say that thank you to Netflix and that this show is officially over right now. And he's like, all right. And then he goes, all right, does everyone want more Fluffy? And everyone screams, obviously. And then he's like, all right, well, the people have spoken. And he continues after his time is up, technically. And he continues, and they actually put it into the specials. I'm like, all right, this is great. And then he keeps going, and he he's talking about like this story because he brings up, earlier he brings up the fact that someone tried to extort him for $50,000 using a fake video of him doing stuff with a model or something. And he's like, all right, yeah, that's obviously fake. I don't hang around with models. So, and then later on, he's talking about cancel culture again, and he brings up this story about one of his shows where he got super drunk at the show, and this was a really funny story. So again, please watch the special. I'm not telling the jokes, I'm just kind of explaining certain things. And he ended up naked on stage, and yeah, that was funny. That was a funny joke. It was like this funny story that he had going, and honestly, I'm just super like happy after watching this special. I was feeling kind of depressed, the past couple days, and now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh, that was really nice. That was a really nice special to watch. At the end of the special, I was actually almost crying because he was like, "This is the best moment of my life. I'm playing in a stadium right now, or I booked a stadium, and this is my first stadium special, and we're just like." And him, Martine, and I forgot the other guy's name, but they're like, we're all just kids from the hood, all we did was we followed our dreams and we made it work and we did it, and now we're here playing a stadium. And they actually show Martine for the first time, I believe. That's what he said. He's like, now you've seen Martine's face. And yeah, and it's just crazy, and I'm just really happy for him. He was crying at the end of the special. So yeah, definitely go watch the special. It'll be a lot better than me trying to explain it to you, if you actually just watch it. But definitely go watch it. It's fun, and comedy like this needs to be supported. I am so tired of the over-political stuff, the comedy that attacks people and makes you not laugh if you're a certain person. At the end of the special, Martine was like giving a speech, and he's like, we've brought together people of all colors, races, beliefs, religions, and we have come here just to laugh. And I was like, yes, thank you, Martine. It's so nice. and yeah, so definitely go watch the special if you haven't already. If you're a Gabriel Iglesias fan, watch the special. It's a great special. If you're a comedy fan, watch the special. It's a great special, and it will get you into Gabriel Iglesias if you're not already. He is funny. And the only thing I could say is, yeah, his jokes weren't as iconic as his first jokes, like when he first started. But that's just how it happens, and he brought back the joke at the end about how the cop smelt his donuts when he was driving home. He redid the joke at the end, and everyone finished it for him, and it was just so nice. It was so nice. I'm really happy after watching this special. It's long, but it's so worth it. I kind of wish it went longer. He's so good, and yeah, definitely go watch the special. So that'll be all for tonight. I just wanted to get this out there. I wasn't originally planning to do a review on this, but it was so good I had to say something about it. So definitely go watch Gabriel Iglesias Stadium Fluffy, and yeah, you'll laugh. You'll like it. I promise. If you're a normal person, you'll like it. So yeah, but that'll be it for tonight. Everyone have a good day.